Today I am sitting here at a place here in Topeka. It's called Pineapple Dream. They have pineapple Dole Whip soft serve, and I have raspberry and pineapple today. Give me a little taste of Disney here. So good. Well, you're probably wondering, what's today all about? As you guys are aware, I'm sure, if you've been paying attention to your social media and news channels, our country, especially the south of the United States, has been literally rocked with natural disasters. And my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone who has been affected by Hurricane Helene and now Hurricane Milton. That is literally making shore as we speak. So today we're going to talk about what the preparations are that Disney's doing, what you can expect if you go to Walt Disney World and there happens to be a hurricane, because I know sometimes you can't leave if you're there and a hurricane comes. Some of these controversial like influencers that are on TikTok and so forth that actually have been called out for being a little shady and making it about going down to Walt Disney World during the hurricane. Like, what? We're going to talk all about that and what I would do. So stay with me. All right, all my Disney friends. So I am back here at the studio and I'm at work, and we are in the middle of classes, and I have been checking out all of these different YouTube videos from this week, the last day or so, of my favorite YouTube vloggers that live in Orlando, just to see how they're getting ready and preparing for the hurricane. So let's check out some of my favorite vloggers here and just little highlights of what they're thinking of, what they're preparing for, how they're feeling about being hit with this hurricane that's coming actually right up there through Orlando. It's crazy. I'm watching it as we speak right now. It is 7:30 something right now here in the Midwest. So that means it's like 9 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock there. Orlando is expected to be having the full-blown winds and the hurricane hitting them about 2 in the morning, my time. So I will be checking out throughout the night and seeing how they're doing and seeing what happens. There's a couple live feeds. So yeah, but right now, let's check out some of my favorite local Disney YouTube vloggers of what's been going on and how they're preparing and what they're feeling.
Birds are chirping. Sun is moderately shining. Not a lot of cloud cover at the moment, but that's going to change drastically. It's a hurricane. Hurricane Milton is slated to hit the shore of the west coast of Florida and come across central Florida starting tomorrow night. The 7-Eleven here, Celebration 7-Eleven, is completely out of gas except for one pump. That is why there are a few vehicles parked over there. I am heading to Hollywood Studios, and I'm going to see if the Skyliner's running and then head over to Epcot and then park hop back. I'm sure the wait times will be pretty low. The parks have not closed yet. Disney usually will close when things get very drastic. When it's time to close, they will make that decision. But right now they're open. I booked a reservation, and I'm going to see what the parks are like. Welcome, everyone. Adam DeWoo here. This place was a beehive of activity yesterday. Got some coffee inside. However, they did have a couple pallets of water in there as I'm filming this, but no gas. Only one pump of gas. As you can see right here. I'm heading to the Disney parks and see what's happening in there. I'm inviting you to join me. It's good to have you here. There's a storm approaching.
And I'm very concerned with the way that this hurricane is going. I've lived here for 10 years, and I've been through several hurricanes in the past, but I don't think I've ever seen one that's going to go completely right through Florida. It looks like it's going to take I-4 from Tampa to Daytona and stop in Orlando in between. And I'm just hoping that everything just goes over as smooth and as easy as possible. And my thoughts and prayers are going to go out to anyone that's going to be affected by this. I decided to make make my way over to Publix so that we could see if they got any water or toilet paper in, but I'm probably down no. It looks like Publix is closing actually. They're closing in just a couple hours, so I'm glad we got here now. Take a look at this. No water at all, and they even tried to limit it. It was limit 2 gallons per household, but completely empty. They do have the stuff that you can make the water taste fruity, but nothing to put it in.
Hurricane Milton is making its way to Florida. It's currently in the Gulf of Mexico right now, and I'm a little worried about it. I have to say, I know that we just had Helene, and so we were not affected by Helene like other parts of the country were. However, we will be affected by Milton, and right now it looks, I don't know, you look at the map and it looks like really, it's worrisome. You know, I'm very worried about it. I know that from everything that I'm reading currently, when it hits us, it should be a Category 1, which we've dealt with Category 1 hurricanes in the past. We've been totally fine, but this one is like a direct hit, or at least currently it looks like it's going to be a direct hit, and it's just going to affect the entire state, it looks like. So I don't know.
We should clarify that and say it'll be a Category 1 when it hits Central Florida. It'll be a Category 3 when it hits the west coast of Florida.
Right. So once the hurricanes like make landfall, once they touch land, they usually will like lose some of their power. Living inland a little bit, although Florida is like pretty long and skinny, so there's not a lot of inland, you know, we still get the advantage of it being on land a little bit longer before it hits us. But I don't know, I'm still very worried about it. We are prepared, we have water, we have solar at the house, so we have our backup battery. We should be able to not lose power where we live. The power lines are buried underground, so it helps to not lose power when the power lines are underground. We have plenty of food, you know. I don't know, but I'm still a little bit nervous.
We are still recovering from Hurricane Helene a week ago, and here we are with even a bigger monster heading towards us. As soon as I heard this storm was coming, we actually went out to the grocery store and got what we needed, so we have everything that we need. You know, Orlando, we're going to get directly impacted this time. So I just think it's bad taste for me to be at the parks right now. I know a lot of people are stressing out right now. I can't imagine if you're on your big vacation and you have to, you know, go through a Florida hurricane. They are no joke. I know Disney and Universal are going to take great care of their guests.
Fun MarkDaniel nerd fact for the day. As you know, I live in Florida, so we are getting ready for a major hurricane that's coming. Just wanted to give you a few tips. One tip is if you actually have a vinyl fence, as the winds come, you'll definitely want to make sure you prop your fence gates open. I have 2 gates, and I'm going to prop them open. I'm going to show you how. Easy way to do it. I just lay down a cinder block to keep it propped open, like so.
Whew. Florida and Disney World are about to be and are kind of in a state of emergency. If you guys haven't seen the news, we have another hurricane headed here to Florida. This one actually has me terrified.
I hear the train a-coming. It's rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine. I don't know when.
Like construction dumpsters, and they were full, and I guess they didn't have the opportunity to empty them, so they took all kinds of like dirt from, you know, all the houses and poured it on top of the construction debris. Yeah, in the dumpster. It was pretty weird.
Building the whole loop we're on is being built. Not everyone's house is bought. Some they're building as the builders building them as, you know, spec homes that, you know, quick move-ins or whatever.
Did you see that breeze come through?
Yeah, I'll show the trees. Super chat from Jim Butler says, "Stay safe. My prayers are with everyone there." Thank you so much, Jim.
Thank you. Ours are too.
We do have park passes, so we'll see what happens with that.
You can see outside of all these doors, they have sandbags already.
Yeah.
So that's something to consider.
I assume at some point tonight they'll ask us not to go outside anymore.
My rocket.
What?
Can you get my rocket for me?
Oh, nice.
Okay, thank you.
I assume they'll ask us not to go outside at some point tonight And that's when they'll put the
Usually how they do it.
sandbags down. That's what they did at Wilderness Lodge.
Anthony's here. Welcome, Anthony. Also, welcome to Linda. Welcome. Or Lisa, sorry.
SeaWorld, Universal, Disney, and other fun spots all over the country and the world. We're Adventures by Carney for a reason. We do a lot of fun stuff. But I do live to Walt Disney World. So we are at Disney a lot. Disney Running Mom says, thank you for the live stream. How do you plan to stream the contemporary? We're probably gonna be here just for a few more minutes. I'm gonna go see if I can get up at least one more story to show you as high as we can. And then we'll go back down to the 4th floor and we'll walk over to the Bay Lake Tower, show you what's going on over there. We've been live since noon at the Magic Kingdom. So if you missed us walking around the Magic Kingdom, you can rewind. We were there for the last 2 hours before it closed. We left a little before it closed just to make sure we were completely out of the park and off of the transportation by 2 o'clock. So I think it's open air now. I think we almost made it. I made a commitment to all of you. I wanted you to get the best stream possible. We are the only ones up here on the roof. Disney's Contemporary. So that is the restaurant, California Grill. They do pump the music on up here for fireworks shows, but we are up here.
Disney World, and in case you haven't heard, there is a hurricane coming towards us, so I thought I would bring you along and share our experience. So right now we are in the lobby getting some snacks and things to take back to our room for the night, so I'll show you what we have right now. Okay, we are stocked up on snacks and drinks, and we're heading back to the room. The wind and the rain is starting to pick up. It is 3 p.m. right now on Wednesday. For reference, here's our room at Caribbean Beach. Here is the water level at 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay, it's 4 p.m. now, and we are stocked up on snacks and drinks. Threw some laundry in since we'll be here a little bit longer than we initially planned. And we're just gonna go hang out in the room for now, and I will update you later.
Hey, hopefully you can hear us. We are reporting live from Wilderness Lodge. We've been a little busy playing bingo. By the way, we won. I got a great rubber ducky. So there was something that you wanted to say.
Yeah, the 7 dwarves have declared a state of emergency, so let's go check it out. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. We made it outside. I think the river's starting to come up.
It's getting a little bit wet out here. I can't tell if it's a hurricane or just a very enthusiastic parade, but we are very excited here at Mickey's Lodge.
I think I like the bingo a little bit more, but I think we're going to get inside. I think, is it Hurricane Mickey or is it?
It's Hurricane Mickey here, or Milton.
Or Milton.
But we think Mickey.
I think Mickey.
And it's
yeah.
looking okay right now, but
yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, I think it's 30 to 40 miles an hour, but I don't think the heavy stuff's going to come down for a while. I think we're going to be good. I think we need a Mickey treat.
We'll go get a treat, and we'll report back
soon.
soon.
Okay, so we are at Disney right now. Before any of you come for me, we flew in on Sunday before like any of this got bad, and we were supposed to fly out tonight at 9 p.m. It's Wednesday, and on Tuesday, yesterday our flight got canceled and moved to Friday morning, and then that got canceled, so now we're flying out Saturday night. But so far it's not that bad here. We're at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and Disney has just been absolutely amazing. Starting at like 3:30, they've had activities for the kids, and not like the characters just showed up. So we're just making the best of it, and the parks are closed tomorrow.
Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría y cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
So Hurricane Milton is about to destroy like a massive part of Florida. And you know, I knew I just had to do some massive prep for it. So that's why I went to Disney World. And you might be asking yourself, why are you going to Disney World when a massive hurricane is about to hit? And well, I need my special Hurricane Disney Mickey ears. And it's honestly the perfect time to go. Little Disney hack for you. Going right before a Category 5 hurricane means all the tourists are gone. It's finally time for us season pass holders to just finally enjoy Disney World for ourselves. And now I have a bunch of haters in my comments trying to say things like, you being at Disney World is preventing the workers who actually work there from being able to go home and prepare themselves for the hurricane. And I didn't choose to work at Disney World. I chose to go to Disney World, okay? There's a big difference. I don't need to care about the cast members. And honestly, if I were a cast member, I would love working to death at Disney World. Dying in the happiest place on earth? Yes, please.
Leaving from Florida in 1 hour, and I need a pack.
This mom influencer is currently under fire after posting a video about how she and her family were going to Disney World in the middle of a hurricane.
How soon are we leaving? Oh, that looks good.
1:30, an hour?
In 1 hour. Oh, look at all the fall leaves.
So this is Cecily, I believe it is, Bauchmann. She has 2 million followers. You may remember her from this video that went viral of her daughter's birthday, in which she allowed all of her other children to blow out her daughter's birthday candle. So some people have been pointing out how obviously tone deaf this is, how it's extremely dangerous, and that people going to Disney World on vacations are just taking up hotel rooms for those people in Florida that are trying to evacuate and get out of their home.
I've been waiting for this moment for over a year. My favorite snack ever.
Can we take it to play with and then return? We're gonna all look at what our server gave us. He made us napkin roses, and they actually smell like roses. Because we're true princesses. Exactly.
This is not drinking around the world, it's drinking around the hotel.
Weather check.
Say, my name is Prince Charming.
Oh, this is adorable.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So I stayed up most of the night last night watching all of these TikTok videos and stuff on social media about what was happening at Walt Disney World last night. And so here's some of the videos of what actually went down.
Okay, last update for the night. It is 10 p.m. at the Polynesian Resort in Orlando, Florida. Winds have definitely picked up into the water. Pretty rough out there. Rain coming in sideways. We'll update you in the morning.
I would not do what that one social media influencer did. I think her trip was planned and she was going regardless. I think that we would have delayed our trip, especially because Disney was offering discounts and like money back if you chose not to take your vacation and to reschedule it. She did, this lady who had posted that social media post, she did come back with an apology post. Take a look at this.
And then, hi guys, I wanted to make a video from my last video prior to leaving to go to Florida and just explain everything. My family is no longer in Florida. We are now in Nashville, and we left Florida once evacuation orders were issued. We had planned this trip to go to Florida during fall break. We had called our hotel and we were advised that it was still under an aerial flood watch and that in the location of where we would be, that we would be okay. That decision, do I regret it? Absolutely. I am very naive when it comes to the way that storms develop and how quickly they can develop. Looking back, that is something that I wish that I can change. This storm quickly turned into a Category 5 hurricane, and NASA declared that it was the fastest advancing hurricane in history. And then once it was declared as a Category 5 hurricane, that is when we decided to leave. I am fully aware of the devastation that Hurricane Milton can and will bring to families, homes, lives, animals, livelihoods. I am investing in relief organizations and I am also supporting them. I am going to be sharing a resource link so that way if you do want to also participate in giving, you can also participate. I will be supporting, and this is something that I'll continue to be following up with. I couldn't continue on life without posting this video. Hurricane Milton is heavy on my heart right now, and it will continue to be. Thank you for watching.
As a social media person myself, I don't have a huge following. And if I did have a huge following, I would definitely take into consideration, I do take into consideration things that I say and I post. Like, where's your brain? Be smart when you're doing your things. Don't think that it's going to, like, it's not all about the clicks. I don't think that I would, number one, ever put my grand giggle or my daughters in a situation where it would be something that potentially, if it had come through there as a much worse hurricane than what it had, would I purposely go down into that environment during that time? I think that's what most sane people think of when they do book their vacations to anywhere. If the weather is going to be something that's going to be risky or dangerous, and you know about it ahead of time, like a hurricane, you're not going to put your family at risk. That just makes common sense. So that's where I think it needs to be. Now, do I think she needs to be canceled or that people should stop watching her? No, I think that's silly. Do I honestly, sincere think her apology was, you know, good or, you know, no, I think that it's just, it was an apology. You know, she realized what she did. If anything, it'll make her rethink before she does any of those kind of things in the future. I love weather. I think weather is very fascinating to me. I just don't know if I would stick around for a hurricane. I went through a hurricane when I was a little girl living in Louisiana, and it was the scariest thing I ever remember going through, because in a tornado, it just kind of comes at once and then it goes away. But those winds are literally, you can't escape it. It's around you for hours at a time. I can't imagining enduring that for hours at a time. That's scary. That's definitely scary. My heart and thoughts and prayers are with everybody who is trying to recover from another devastating hurricane. And I continue to send all my love and support to everyone out there that's going through this. And so, yeah, crazy. You just got to be prepared for it when you go to Walt Disney World and understand that, you know, You're going into a theme park that's outside. It's not an inside park. You're not going to be totally unavoiding any kind of weather. It's going to happen no matter what time of the year you're going to go. Let me know what your thoughts on all of this craziness was. Were you staying up all night watching and, you know, paying close attention to what was happening in Orlando? Were you all over your TikTok feed till wee hours of the night like I was, trying to see, oh my gosh, is Magic Kingdom okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so just let me know how you went through it. If you were actually there, I would love to know what your thoughts were. Like, was it really, really scary? Or did it just seem like it was just like going through a thunderstorm? So y'all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Thank you.